Good morning. Don't mind me if I fall asleep. It's been another one of them nights. Good morning, Bobby. Nice to have you here.
Is there a reason?
Well, I don't know. I
Is
didn't
there a
know.
reason I need up?
Well, if I didn't know you needed up or not. I just said
Am I getting on your fucking street?
no. I'm on the stream now. Can you watch your mouth, please?
No, I don't have to.
I don't know. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I guess. Junkyard, good morning. Windy and wet. There you go. Charlie Chillin, good morning. Nice to have you here. Bobby says you're looking lovely as ever, Kathy.
Goddamn dog, but somebody don't give a shit.
Oh, boy. I know you're sick. I was up all night.
You was not. You got up twice with Harley crying.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know that.
I know. I've been up ever since 2 o'clock.
Bullshit. It was 3:30. I looked at my clock. Next story.
3:30, that was the second time.
Oh, bullshit. No. Second
Yeah,
time. Wasn't. That was
whatever. Whatever. But the
story.
why should I put the beard on, Steve? You didn't come in last night for it. I figured you'd be into grill with Grizz, but no. Your candy ass stayed away because you were afraid. So. I know you can't win. I know what time it was. You was with your sister, but not afraid. All right. Was that the sister that I sent you a picture of or a message of last night? Did you finally get it? Oh, I learned that too there. No. You didn't. I did. I sent it to you. It says I sent you the message. Look in your private messages on Facebook. Your name is Steve Ortega, right? Good morning, Ron. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Green Master, or Green Wizard, whatever. What's for breakfast today? I don't know. Probably ain't gonna get any. I've been up. I've actually been up since 2:30. She got up the first time at 3 o'clock. I come out here and I was watching They Live, and then I finally got her back to bed at 3:45, and then at 4:10 she starts crying again. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday, because I was up until 4:30 in the morning with my granddaughter because she was having nightmares. So. Yeah, no, it only gets better. That's right. Well, I had the same last name. I just was wondering. There you go, RV. Nice to have you here. Lee and Ladybug. Well, good morning, Lee. You're looking lovely as ever. Hi, Ladybug. How are you doing? Dirty Dog Diggers, you're looking lovely as ever. Good morning, Renton. Nice to have you here. Your alarm went off at 3 this morning. What the hell would your alarm go off for? You don't have to have an alarm set there, Junkyard. Or was it to get the missus out of bed? Molly, good morning. Nice to have you here. And you're welcome, Lee. We did a roast on Grizz last night, so if you didn't see it, go check it out. The live stream's up. You can leave a comment if you want about Grizz. Dirty Dog Diggers left a nice long comment. That was pretty cool. I read it, thought it was pretty cute. If you want to leave a comment and roast Grizz, go ahead and leave a commentary. If you want to make a small video, and then you can post it to that comment section, you can do that too. So, yes, I did, Dirty Dog, and I thought it was cool. I left you a like and a comment. So, and by the way, I said you're looking lovely as ever too on the comment. That's pretty cool there, RV. Pomegranate wine, and you just mix wine for the next one. All right, that's pretty cool. That's my apple cherry. I'm trying to get it done before Christmas. Got another 11 days. Hopefully, it'll be done by then. And if I can't remember if I said it, but Molly, you're looking lovely as ever if I didn't say it. Did you see all the stuff I was pulling out of my beard? Remember when he did the video with the chickens in his beard? I had a roasted chicken in my beard. I had a crab, a squirrel, or a chipmunk, a little mouse. That's pretty cool. There you go. Mine takes, I do mine 15 days, 15 to 20 days. Sometimes it takes longer than that, but in 2 weeks you can drink it, but it's still got carbonation in it. So, but it turns out pretty good. All right, there, Lee. Thanks for listening. Renda's World, good morning. How are you doing today? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Well, I'm not trying to make you upset, honey. Are you okay? You only said morning? Well, I seen that you posted something on Facebook this morning. Your fur baby should be awake pretty soon. B and J stalking you? I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Molly Gordon used to do that to me all the time. I'd show up in a room, she'd be there. I'd leave that room, go to a different room, she'd show up. I had to tell her husband that she was stalking me, and he believed it. Big Steve said he'll make you some more chicken soup to cheer you up. You're cranky today? I did dishes and everything this morning already. I know it. I did them today because I didn't do them last night. I didn't do them the night before either. Oh. I understand that, RV. Blood work today, no breakfast. I gotta have blood work done, but it doesn't say anything about faster or anything. So one of these days I gotta get over there and get it done. I gotta get it done before February. That's when they want to check me. Oh, again. Oh. I think what you need there is a hot, stiff cup of coffee. Stronger the better. That's right. Huh. Well, you know. Well, that's good. You didn't say anything. I figured you'd be the first one to come in and say something about Grizz. So you can't get cranked up yet. Well, if you do, Brenda, make sure you're saying whatever you do. Make sure you tell them in Spanish what you're doing. That way they'll understand. I have no idea. Don't have any idea they're written. Well, that's pretty cool there, Big Steve. Low voltage. And that's right. Like I told you, cue ball, like playing pool. The harder you hit them, the more English you'll get out of it. He didn't get to actually see the first 5 or 6 minutes. His computer was screwing up, so he's going to go back and watch it. So. But the reason why I waited so long to roast Grizz is because I was looking for a pair of bib overhauls, and I finally found them. Well, Kathy said something, there was an argument or something, but she didn't tell me what it was about, so I didn't know. You don't need to apologize. It's your live stream, Bobby. You fell asleep and missed it.
I did. I see on the after.
Yeah, she seen it after you were. So. You're 8 away from your goal. All right, that's pretty cool. Wish I could help you. I can't help you any more than what I can help you. Apparently, you didn't sleep enough. Oh, okay. Johnny Franco, how are you doing, man? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever, Johnny. Hey, how many views did you finally get on that Nike video? Last time I seen it was like 54,000 or something like that. Hell, I can go check. Huh. 63,000 views, it says. Pretty cool. Your mom is nuts. Yeah. All right. Usually when I get gas, it's after eating chili, but it's okay. Same old, different day. There you go. Don't say that. By the way, did you guys watch Big Steve's video of him mukbanging breakfast yesterday? Mukbanging breakfast? Holy criminy. It looked good. Good morning, Tammy Sprinkle. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Straight mukbang. Don't quite understand why he was eating it out of the wheelbarrow, but you know. Yeah. It ain't easy, I'm telling you. Right there, RB. I just posted it. Look up online. Look up online for the sacred. I think that's right. That's scared, isn't it? No, wait a minute. There you go. I'm sorry. Sacred Heart Diet. Look for that, the Sacred Heart Diet, and that'll help you lose some weight. It will. It's you make it's a soup you make. It's like that cabbage soup, but there's no cabbage in it, and you have a bowl of soup every morning for breakfast, along with fruit. On your first day, and then fruit and soup, and then fruit and soup. Then the next day you have the soup, and then vegetables with it, soup, and then vegetables, soup, and vegetables. And the next day you have 3 bananas and soup, and 3 bananas and soup, and 3 bananas. You got to follow it, but you will lose weight, and you'll lose it fast. In about a week's time, after being on it for like 5 or 6 days, you'll notice you'll lose some weight. And then I was on it for like 12 weeks. You're only supposed to stay on it for like 4 weeks. I was on it for 12 weeks and lost 70 pounds. So, Alf 270 here, kitty. Good morning, Alf. Where was you last night? I'd have wished you'd have come on the panel last night, Alf, so you could have talked to your half brother, twice removed, third cousin's nephew's uncle, Grizz. It's called the Sacred Heart Diet because it was developed by the Sacred Heart Church, or Sacred Heart Hospital. And that's why it's called the Sacred Heart Diet. And what it was designed for was people that needed to have heart surgery and stuff like that so they could lose weight fast. So they would put you on this diet, to get you to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds. If you lose 10 pounds, 10 pounds is a lot on a surgery, It changes the whole body spectrum a lot. So, your vital signs and everything else like that. I did, Alp. I had them under control. So. But if you lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, eat it at your leisure, if you want to do it every other day or do it every day for 3 or 4 weeks and stop it for a couple of weeks. And the best thing of it is, like if you start on Sunday, you want to do it so your weekends are your guilty pleasure days. Okay. And that's why, on your 6th and your 7th day or something like that, you can have steak and some other stuff, So that's when you want to do that. Is you want to work it so your Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday is your guilty pleasure days. Christy, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. I know. How do you know? She don't even have a pic. I don't know. I have no idea. I know it. Everybody's saying good morning. Hey, that's... Well, congratulations, RV. I weighed probably at my heaviest around 448, something like that. When I had surgery, I was at 428 or 430, something like that. The other day, I just weighed on at 276. So I'm damn near half the man I used to be. Right, I had a gastro bypass. That's how I had it done. My reminder said 3:30 a.m. Huh. Well, that's because you're 3 hours behind me, Christy. Hell, I don't know. I don't know why it says 3:30. No. Beer, Kevin. The beer diet sounds good.
Such a joke. I'm not 3 hours behind you. We're damn in the room. Mine said 3:30.
Okay, I don't know why it says 3:30. I don't know why. I have no idea why it says 3:30. I didn't hear you say it said 3:30.
And that diet is only just a drop before you have surgery, because the minute you stop,
you gain it all back. So
you're going to bring it.
Right. So if you're on that Sacred Heart diet, you either, go back to it every couple of weeks or whatever.
Wait, to be honest, you shit yourself to death.
You probably do.
Playing Elvis Presley.
No. No. So it probably is going to be the hardest. Dirty Dog Digger says, good morning, Kathy. He said, good morning. I'd like to lose 40 more pounds. There you go. Well, they claim if you drink 2 glasses of water in the morning before you do anything, and then there's special times you should be drinking water, and this will help your system regulate itself and your metabolism work better and everything else. But you should drink uh, water or something before you eat. That way, you're not as hungry. Yep. If I drink 24 ounces of water, you drown. Yeah. I wish you'd have been there last night too. That was pretty cool. 25. Yeah, you don't have a part of your leg amputated. Yeah. I tried to lose 35 pounds of ugly fat, but it wasn't going to cut my head off either. Okay. Well, welcome back, Brenda. I got to get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Your crankiness rubbed off on Tom? Huh. Maybe he slept too close to the crack. That'll cause it sometimes. Go take a breathing treatment.
There's a photo in my
Hey, bring it out here. Send it out here.
Oh, now you're concerned with that.
I'm concerned about. Hey, it's being late. Let's go back to that's funny. Sometimes 40. Has anybody been purged? By YouTube? Not so far. Lost 12 pounds. There you go, Alf. All right, Brad, you have a great day. Enjoy your breakfast. You want to slap him? Good morning, Tom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Have a big Steve breakfast. Not too much. The grandkids are all going to be at their mother's this weekend, so she says, "Thank God." She's sicker than a dog. Thinks she's getting pneumonia. I haven't lost anything. I got a notification, that I might notice some, but I haven't lost any. In fact, I've got 5 since yesterday. Brenda says hi, Kathy. She says hi. She's really not feeling good. She's choking, coughing, hacking all night long, bringing up phlegm. And she ain't been smoking much, so. But I had 2 cigarettes yesterday. But got a breathing treatment, but the grandbabies are still sleeping, so she don't want to do that. Chrissy says, feel better soon, Kathy. Get some rest. She says, thanks. I rub her back for it. I put Bengay on her. I do whatever she asks me. Huh? I don't know. Time I got asked and did something.
I don't care about the hot dog when I'm sick.
I know. You want me to make you some homemade chicken soup tonight?
No, No, I don't want no chicken noodle shit.
I don't have to make you chicken soup. I can make you chicken broth. You want a cup of chicken broth?
No, if I wanted, I'd get it myself.
So, emergency vehicles. That's another thing. Instead of the water, if you wanted to, you
Dad
can.
wants to bake cookies tomorrow, but I don't know.
Right. I'm glad it's Friday too. And I'm doing fine. You can get that, use instead of water, if you want a little flavor or something, use beef broth or chicken broth, and you can get that um, low sodium, fat free broth, and you can drink that instead of water, if you're on your diet. It'll give you some kind of flavor. It beats the hell out of just water all the time.
They give it to you in the hospital.
Huh?
Give it to you.
Yep, they give it to me in the hospital. Every day they give me, or when I was in there, they brought me up a cup of chicken broth. Or,
Liquid diet, that's all you can have, the breaking broth.
yeah.
It ain't got much sodium in it.
Yeah, they got hardly any sodium in it. And I bought a bunch of
It's bland as shit.
I bought a bunch of vegetables yesterday. The store had vegetables 69 cents a can and 45 cents a can for sodium free. So I bought the salt free ones. I can always add salt, for 15 cents a can. I can put 2 cents worth of salt in there. So it ain't no dummy. No.
I think when food's been tasted, maybe you bought the one with salt, took a chance.
Yeah, probably. It's the way everything's tasting anymore. Bought some bananas. Hell, you don't even have a banana taste to them. Is it just?
It's bad when a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old ask you what's wrong with a banana.
It's pretty bad when the 3 and 4-year-olds ask you, how come the banana tastes bad? It doesn't taste right. No, it doesn't taste like a banana. I made some tater soup today. Hey, I got 20 pounds of potatoes here. I thought about making some potato soup, but she makes it, and she's not feeling good, and I can't peel potatoes with my fingers. So if I was going to make potato soup myself, I'd just scrub them and chop them up, skins and all. So. I don't use the cans of liquid either. Even when I'm making a soup or a stew, I don't use none of that liquid. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, I still don't use it. I drain everything. So there you go. Cheeseburger meal. Hamburger Helper. Kathy loves Hamburger Helper. We haven't had it in years. It's probably. That's all she knew how to make when we first got married. If it didn't come from a box or a can, it couldn't be made in our place. When when we first got married, and then she's turned out to be a hell of a good cook.
Well, let me tell you something. That's why you still continue to do dishes.
That's why I do dishes.
Dishwasher when I met you.
I'm a dishwasher when she met me, and I'm a dishwasher now. That's right. 3 weeks Monday. Yeah. So, I know it is a Hamburger Helper, but it's probably basically the same stuff. I've got Hamburger Helper downstairs in the pantry and toters, but we don't eat it that often. I got beef stroganoff down there, Hamburger Helper, cheeseburger macaroni. I got some up here, but we don't eat it that much. And I don't know, is it just me, or even a hamburger? You cook a hamburger now, you chop up hamburger, and it has no flavor. You can salt, pepper, garlic powder, everything else, put onions in it, and it still don't have no flavor. I don't understand what's going on. I think they're trying to kill us. They're taking all the nutritional value away from all the foods, so it ends up killing you. Good morning, Art. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good morning, Linda. Nice to have you here. You looking lovely as ever. Geraldine Pippa, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you. You never had it? All it is just a box of macaroni with cheese in it, cheese sauce in it that's in a powder. And you fry up hamburger, add some water after your hamburger's been fried and drained. You add water and you get that up to a boil, then throw your cheese in there and your macaroni and stir it all in, cover and let it simmer for 20 minutes. That's all it is. Basically, you can make your own hamburger helper. Um, Fry your own hamburger and then throw in, some water and let the macaroni cook. And once it starts to cook, throw in some shredded cheese or whatever and stir that in. You make your own. So, congratulations, Reaper. I did not see the Clinton hearings yesterday. It does sound disgusting. You're right, Al. I was busy. I went to the grocery store at quarter after 1:30, somewhere around there, and I didn't get home till like 4:30. So I went to two different stores. So they had a foundation worth over $3 billion. Well, them shifty little devils. What about all the money they sent to Haiti or whatever, but didn't do anything with it? They sent it to Haiti, but it never made it. Yeah. So, all right. See you later there, Johnny. Have a great one, man. That sounds pretty good. Egg noodles, cream of mushroom soup, and covers up with melted cheese. It does. It takes a lot of money. That's right. That's why I never say anything bad about the Clintons, because I'd hate to die a self-inflicted gunshot wound, two shots to the back of the head. I'll have to watch it, Johnny. I'd like to see him hang her for that, the email scandal. You can't tell me that isn't treason in its first and almost top form. So. Right. Or hung on a doorknob, yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully they all go to jail. Well, she did fire off an email. She said, and this is true, before Trump won the presidency, she fired off an email to the DNC and a bunch of other people saying, if he wins and he takes her down, she's taking everybody with her. So, something crooked's going on in there. Well, of course, to jet off to that private island with all them other pedophiles to have, sex with them 13, 14-year-old girls that they have over there or whatever. That's a well-documented fact. I wouldn't doubt it there, dirty dog. That Grizz is an illegitimate family member of ZZ Top, but we'd have to ask Al that. He wasn't on the ballot, you're right. Well, I'd have voted for Jesse Ventura, but he wasn't running, so I was happy when Donald Trump ran. At least there was somebody there that wasn't a crooked politician. So. told him to cheat. Huh. Well, I don't believe that for a minute, because if you're a billionaire, you know, you don't sweat them small things. And he's been a celebrity for 50 years. You don't sweat that stuff. You know, oh, yeah, you got a porn star and a Playboy model saying I screwed him. Well, go ahead. You know, it ain't like he couldn't pay him off cash anyways, you know. So why, campaign contribute, they didn't use campaign money. Huh. There you go. Keep on going, dirty dog. Used to be a yellow dog Democrat, but still vote for one if he was on the ballot. Yeah. A yellow dog. Yeah, that's right. And he spent most of his own money. You know, they don't understand. He spent most of his own money. Paid for his own travel with his own, own airplane. Most of his campaign expenses he paid for himself. Just like Ross Perot did the same damn thing. I'd have loved to seen Ross Perot become president, because this stuff would have come to a halt 25 years ago, or whatever, 20 some years ago. Yeah, that's right. I don't care who he sleeps with. I just care how he runs the country. That's all it is. You're right there, Bobby. It doesn't make a difference. So they're going to try to find him crooked, guilty of something, and they'll try everything. That's their main agenda. So, is to, impeach him. You got some of these idiots. Well, after he becomes, ends up leaving office, we're going to have him arrested. Like, yeah, right. Like that's going to work. Yeah, you can go ahead and arrest him if you want. He'll post bond, and you'll never make it to court. Because you don't have enough evidence for one thing. But when you got money, hey, you don't spend time in jail for nothing. Yeah, they need him out so they can cover for the Clintons. Like he said before, and he said that right on public TV, he could kill somebody, he could shoot somebody in New York in broad daylight in front of 1,000 people and not be convicted of murder. And he's right. He could. Because he's got enough money that money talks. You pay enough money, that murder conviction goes right down to, a loud muffler. But the loud muffler fine was $22 million. They don't care. All they want is the money. All right there, Dirty Dog. You put them in the comments. I don't know if you've seen it, Al, but on that live stream we did last night, we were roasting Grizz. And Al, if you missed it, but Dirty Dog Diggers this morning, she put a comment on there. I thought it was pretty cool. You're right. And like Obama said, when he first became president, he was going to investigate Bush. Well, he should have. But it was a good old boy. Don't touch me and I won't touch you. Well, now the good old boys, there's no more good old boys there. It's the old homeboy, So now they don't know what to do. So, and in fact, this should reach far back. They should go back after and check Bush too. I know Bush and Cheney are convicted. They're guilty of some other stuff. I know damn well they are. So Hi, gorgeous. So, yeah. So, you know how it is. This patting everybody on the back, shaking their hands in secret and everything else, that's got to stop. Well, first of all, they want to cover up for Bill and Clinton or Bill and Hillary for everything they've done because they're guilty too. So if they can cover up that and keep them out of prison, it'll keep them out of prison. And that's the biggest thing because they want their self-preservation. That's when they said started cleaning the swamp or draining the swamp and stuff. All these guys got upset because they knew that their free ticket, meal ticket, was coming to a halt. You're right there, Al. But it's more true on the Clintons than it is on the Trump. You know, he didn't deny paying them to people or having them paid. Stormy Daniels and that one woman, I don't know who she is. She was Playboy model or whatever. He doesn't deny paying them. He did deny having sex with them, and you know he should. He's married, even though even if he did have sex with him, he's denying it. Which he's only human. Okay, but when he sits there and says he didn't collude with anybody, and he's been saying it all along, and they still haven't found any, information or any facts that he has. So they keep expanding their investigation to go down different avenues or different alleys, as you may, to find different stuff they can catch him on. What it is a witch hunt. They're looking for somebody they can hang, and they're trying to hang them on anything. So they're going out past the scope of what their warrant was allowed. So, or what their investigation is allowed. Now, Clinton, on the other hand, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of information, evidence that she did erase her emails, smash her equipment, all this other stuff, which is against the law, and she did it, and she still isn't put in jail. If you remember that the day on the debate, when Clinton looked right at Trump, and he turned around and looked to become president, you're going to, because they know there's enough evidence to put her in prison. Yeah, just make the lies bigger. You're right, Junkyard. Yeah, it does sound like a resort there, RV. I agree there, RV. I really do. Yeah, put Bill and Barack in the same cell. It'd just be funny to find out which prison Michelle would go to. Men's prison or female's prison? You know who I'm talking about. Michelle Obama. He referred to her as Michael twice in two speeches he done. Why would you call somebody Michael if their name was Michelle? And why would you call him Michael to give him a nickname? I don't understand why you would call your wife, a woman, Michael to begin with. The only person I ever seen that was called Michael that was a woman was Michael Leonard. And the only reason why she got called Michael, or she was named Michael, is because her dad wanted a boy. And he named her Michael. But it's actually Mikel. Or Michael. That's how he pronounced it, Michael. You're right, when they have no honor. Oh. Well, you know, like the old saying goes, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we start to deceive. And that's what's been going on. And this pretty much the deception on the American citizens has been going on since John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Before then, people actually had integrity. They actually told you what they were thinking. They actually told, you know, if they said they would do something, they would actually do it. I'm talking about politicians. Now, they don't. Well, you got to have one absolute ruler. So, and if we just left it up to the, you know, House and the Congress, nothing would ever get done. Because this side says, I want to do this, and this side says, no, we're doing this. And by the time they get done arguing 15 years from now, they finally get an absolute resolution done. Yeah, they got to have someone to blame. You're right. I got to check something. I'm waiting for something to download. Anybody seen Gene Chambers this morning? He was up pretty late last night. I was just looking because I keep getting one thumbs down every day. I just seen if it was same coming from the same area. Pretty much looks like it. Huh. Idaho Hillbilly, Whimsical Life and Back to the Earther. I have no idea what that meant, but that's right. They would leave us alone. You're right. Bama Grits, she's having some, she's doing some stuff right now. So she said she won't be on for a while. You got 3 thumbs down? Sorry to hear that, Bobby. All you got to do is in a couple of days, go click them thumbs down on your video manager. And then when it goes to a different page, you'll see down on the left-hand side where it says likes and dislikes. You can tell where they come from. Won't tell you what city, but it'll tell you what country they came from. That's right. That's what it is. But I keep getting every once in a while, about every 2 or 3 videos, I keep getting not suitable for advertisers. So somebody is complaining or whatever, because there's nothing on these live streams that is offensive. What's up? Let's chat or let's rock and roll. Harmony just went by. Excuse me while I powder my nose. All right, sorry about that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You ever blowed your nose so hard your eyeballs about fell out and your eardrums popped? Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Guess my brother's off from work until the 2nd of January, at least. So, good morning, Gene. How are you doing? And yes, you are late, and we were worried about you. And he was out of coffee till the store opened up. Well, how did you ever become out of coffee? You should have seen that 20 pots ago. It very well could be. No, it very well could be there, Kevin. You're right. Well, that's what you told me the other day, so I changed the titles. And, I changed, the titles are The titles didn't have hard, they're not nothing in them. Like yesterday was Grizz 270 roast. That one is not monetized. Tuesday. Now Wednesday passed, but Tuesday didn't, and I didn't even get a thumbs down. Okay. Monday passed. Snack Chat Sunday passed. Let's Chat Sunday morning. That all passed. Winter Wonderland Saturday sit down. It's Friday didn't pass. Thursday Night Talk didn't pass. Oh, you're gonna have to read them comments there. Triple D just left another comment on that live stream there from last night. Sunday night snack chat from a week ago on the 2nd did not pass. Sunday night snack chat from November 25th didn't pass. Fat Friday, that didn't pass. Talk to Me Tuesday, that didn't pass. I'm trying to keep names different and stuff, but I think it's just somebody's complaining. So. Did you roust them out of bed and make them go to the store? That's what I'd have done. Get on your galoshes and your little raincoat and your winter coat and get to the store and get me some coffee. And by the way, stop at the gas station and buy me a cup so I can have a cup while I'm waiting for the coffee to make. By the way, Gene, you should always have a can of coffee back just for that emergency. Hidden. Knock a hole in the wall or something and put a trap door or something there. So if you ever need some, you can go get it. Like the Hawaiian rolls where the guy hides it back there behind the grandfather clock. It was and brown gravy and everything, but we couldn't get anybody to roast Grizz for some reason. That's what the wine's for. You're right, RV Lucky, when you're hot coffee. They will catch hell later. There you go. I bought 4 cans of Maxwell House Bold coffee last night. $4.88 for a 26-ounce can. So I bought 4 of them. Bold taste or whatever. I'm tired of this medium stuff. It doesn't taste good. There's no taste to it. Medium's for the ones that only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Okay. Okay. Now, when I set it on private and wait for 2 days and see if they yellow tag it, and if after they yellow tag it and I change the name, do you want me to wait a couple of days before I make it public? See you later, Kevin. Have a good one, man. Take care. Okay. Yeah, but they don't review nothing until you get 1,000 views on it. I don't get 1,000 views. Whatever happened to black coffee? Oh, I understand. Call it foo-foo coffee. I drink mine with cream and sugar and milk and sugar in it. And it's because, I can drink black coffee, but if I drink too much of it, it upsets my stomach. So. Dirty Dog Diggers just left another comment. All right, I will. I'll try that there, Al. So. Gonna be whiskey. There you go. Good morning, good, precious. Good morning, beautiful. She don't want to talk to me. Well, good morning, beautiful. I was at the store yesterday and I was reading the ad for the store, and it had Hunt's tomato sauce. 29-ounce can for, you get 4 for $5, so it's $1.25. Well, then I walked a little bit further. I grabbed, a bunch of them. And then I walked a little bit further down the aisle, and they had Hunt's spaghetti sauce, pasta, meat, and all these other different flavors. 89 cents a can for 24 ounces. So I got my own calculator out, and I said, let's see, 29 times 4. And then I divided it by 5, and it come up to, 4.77 cents an ounce. Well, then I did the same thing with the Hunt's spaghetti sauce. Come up to 3.77 cents an ounce. So I got I took those back, put them back on the shelf, and I picked up, I think 12 cans of it for 89 cents a can. So, and then I picked up some crushed tomatoes. So. I did buy the reason why is I bought so much sauce is because I think we're going to have lasagna this weekend. Well, if you don't feel better, I'll swallow my spit. I know. I can't wait to get rid of the kids. I know. Alex says, I consider coffee to be the creamer for my whiskey. You want a shot of whiskey?
Yeah, that'll go good.
Lemon juice, honey, and whiskey.
What a deal. That's a hot coffee.
Yeah.
Put it like you're telling me what these.
Well, no, I was just going to say. Make you a hot toddy. I have to go get some lemon juice, but I can make you a hot toddy. Well, you know, the only thing that did move RV is the bathrooms. Ask Junkyard, he'll tell you. Yeah, Trey, you ever gone to the bar and asked for a cup of whiskey and a shot of coffee in it? Yeah, they won't give you one of them. Remember MASH when Muldoon went into Rosie's bar and they put coffee in his coffee cup and he took a sip of it? He said, "Whoa, who put coffee in my coffee cup?" That's right, Al. And then you couldn't remember where your car was at? I don't like to shop at Walmart. I think it sucks. That about shut the store down. You're right. What do you mean send a stock market? I can't do that. Good morning, Tim. Nice to have you here. Now, I go to this one store called Country Market, and I'll go there every once in a while, and depends on how I'm feeling, if I use a cart or not. If I don't use a electric cart, then I walk around. But if I use an electric cart, they always ask me if they want, somebody to come out and help unload my cart for me. And I always tell them, no, I can do that. I just, have trouble walking very far. So.
Well, why would you not? You take advantage of me. You don't give two shits. You should take advantage of them.
Right. I don't take advantage of you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, go up, feel sorry for somebody else. How would you like? Shit.
The other day, I bought something and I can't remember what I was thinking, but it was like 1825 or something, 1826. And I had a 20 and two ones in my hand, and I'm sitting there, I hold that and I'm counting out the change, and I handed the money and the change. Rather than, say, hey, you paid me too much, she rings it up as 22.26 and then pays me back $4. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I may have not been thinking, but evidently she must have not have been thinking either, because why would you take $22 and then hand me back $4? I don't know. Huh? I can't hear you.
Is that a time joke?
Yeah, it's a time joke. It ain't no time joke. That's what I did. By mistake, I bought you cigarettes and I gave them too much money. Supposed to be 1826. I gave her.
That with $3 off.
This was 5-6 days ago or whatever before you bought them the last time yourself.
That's 2 weeks.
Okay. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. No, I bought them for you like Wednesday or Thursday of last week. You went and got them Saturday. Yeah.
Got to wear something.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Do the beard you wore last.
You're looking lovely as ever, Mary. Damn, cup's got a hole in her. There you go. That's pretty good. I was at that country market yesterday, and they had a box of. I bought a box of chicken tenders, and usually it's $1.89 a pound, and it comes in 10-pound boxes. Well, evidently they marked the price down, or it was mismarked because it was $1.39 a pound, or $13.90 for 10 pounds. So hell, that's a pretty good deal. So I bought a box of them. And I should go back today and see if they got more of it at $13.90 for 10 pounds. And because the grandkids really like it. You know, it's a quick, fast meal. You can throw, you know, I put it in Ziploc bags. One came on the Ziploc bag, so I take a bag of it out, throw it on a couple of bacon trays, put it in the oven at 425 for about 25 minutes. You know, make them some French fries or whatever. And that's a cheap, fast, quick meal. So. There you go. Well, yeah. I used to do that. I used to buy parts underneath the garbage company's name because they would get the tax break for it, but I'd get the percentage off. Oh. And they didn't mind. So. Turkeys yesterday for 99 cents a pound. I bought 2 turkeys 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, for 99 cents a pound, butterballs, already cooked. So they were froze. So I put them back in my freezer, and I'm going to take one out on the 22nd, maybe, or probably late 21st, and let it start thawing out. So, huh?
Partly. My mom got a baby. I said, I don't know. I haven't seen that baby on there. Who knows who she's with right now?
Right. So, but anyways, I'll take one out on the 21st, and I'll take one out on the 23rd, because the 23rd we're having a dinner. And so I'll put that one in the roaster on the 23rd in the afternoon sometime and just warm it up. We're going to have a ham. And then on the 25th, we're having another turkey and a ham. So.
No, you can eat it. Sit on the floor.
You're absolutely right there, RV.
And now, I don't know if we're having all that Christmas Day. We'll have, what?
We'll have a bunch
7 adults compared to 18.
Okay, so what do you want for Christmas? Just a ham? It's Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Hey, everybody, it's Brandy. Good morning, Brandy. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. That's what those were, is those butterballs already cooked. Hey, for 99 cents and they're already cooked, all you got to do is throw them in a roaster and just, heat them up. Hey, that's the best meal ever. You're welcome. Jean says, good morning, Kathy. He said, good morning. You cook hams? Well, we normally have a ham and a turkey for Christmas. So
I usually don't even do ham unless it's for Easter.
Oh. But huh? TJ Woodworking Shop in the house. How you doing, TJ? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Sorry about last night, but you come in just a little bit late. Old Camp Ranch. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Nothing much, TJ. Nothing much. How are you doing? Good to see you. That is a great. It was. I think one turkey cost me $11.94 or something like that, and the other one cost me $10.96. So, and it was a good price. Can't afford not to buy it at that price, 99 cents a pound. And when you're done, throw all the bones in a pan and start it with some carrots and onions and celery and roast it, and then you can make turkey broth. I made turkey broth a few years ago. It was my first time doing it. It didn't turn out that. The turkey broth turned out great, but I canned it and I didn't can it right. If I do it again, I'll can it. Huh? What's that? What's that? Yeah, it didn't look good.
It went through a dissect.
Yeah, so
Biology.
it was biology class. She said, so the next time I do it, I'm going to make it myself again, but I'll do it. I've learned a lot since then. So. What's that, honey?
I'm going to do it myself while you did it yourself the first time.
Yeah, I know, but I've learned a lot since then. Would you use a filing cabinet as furniture in your bedroom? Oddly enough, we used to have a 2-door filing cabinet in our bedroom at one time. And we used it for a nightstand and we kept papers and stuff in it. So, yeah.
We put a rod through it, and the ends had shelves. We put a rod through it, used it as a closet because when I started taking care of Mom, we used that for a closet for her too.
I'm talking about the little filing cabinet I bought that was only. Yeah. Yeah, I got a big closet upstairs, but we had a little 2-door wooden filing cabinet, and we had that in the bedroom, and I had a lamp on it, and but we kept papers in it. So, but yeah, you could use a steel one too. So. I seen a filing cabinet the other day that somebody had bedazzled. It was at an auction, and they glued glass mirrors on the top and on the back on the sides, and then on the door fronts they had like little 1-by-1 pieces of square pieces of glass, and they glued all that on there, and it still had the handles and stuff on it. But that thing sold for $175. So that's right. You can get it. Well, if you were looking for, for like a dresser or something like that, nobody knows what you got in your bedroom unless they come in and look. But if you wanted to use a filing cabinet as a dresser, hell yeah, because you could. First one would be socks and ties and underwear. Second drawer would be shirts, and the third drawer, you get a 5-drawer. So there you go. Just trying to help you out. So you get a couple of them, stack them together. That way you can have socks and ties and underwear. There you go. So. There you go. I like turkey noodle soup. So you're right. Yeah, you put the cords and stuff through the hole where the doorknob goes. So it is pricey. No, I did not get any deals at the Dollar General. That was a good deal. I bought 10 cans of that coffee. I think I give what 4.99. So, but that and it was 30-ounce cans or 34-ounce cans or 39-ounce. It was big ones. So I can't remember the size of them. I've already went through all that coffee. That deal's dead gone already. So I'm still looking for a deal where I can buy coffee at $3 or $4 a can and buy it by the case. So right. Let me go get a cup of Java and I'll be right back. Feel free to talk about me because I know you will. I honestly do. Thank you, TJ. You have a Merry Christmas too and a Happy New Year. I can never get my hind end out of the chair. Oh, getting too old for this. I got a question for you. You guys listening? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Does anybody put crackers in their sugar container and rice in their salt shaker? Has Canada in a sandwich? Well, you know, if it's a good sandwich. You do? Okay. I just was wondering if I was the only weirdo that does it. You put a cracker in your sugar shaker, and that keeps the moisture out of it. And you put salt in your, or you put rice in your salt shaker, and that helps your salt from lumping up, and it keeps it dry too. And yeah, and if you put bread in with your brown sugar to keep that from getting hard too. Because what that does is it draws the moisture out of the sugar and puts it into the bread. Well, all you need is one cracker junker. You put one cracker in your sugar shaker. So. Preferably without the cheese and the ham on it or the sausage on it. And you can use any kind of cracker, saltine, Ritz, it doesn't matter. You put baking powder. Now, what does baking powder do? Does that help soften the shell? That's right. You learn something new every day. You do? I remember going to my grandma's and seeing that when I was a kid. And my mom used to do it. And so. So what does the baking soda do there, RV? Find a deal on real butter? Okay. Here's the deal for you. Do you have an Aldi's brandy? You got an Aldi's nearby? Because I just went and bought Aldi's. I went to Aldi's yesterday, day before yesterday. She needed stick butter and she wanted tub butter. Aldi's had butter. It's regularly $2.88. It was $1 off, $1.88 a pound. So I bought two unsalted and two salted, and then the tub butter was $3.39, and I had $1 off. I got it for $2.39. So that's a good deal on butter. So, and it's good butter because she used a pound of it last night to make cookies with. So. What's that?
Real butter.
That was real butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the tub, is it?
Yes, the tub I bought is real butter too. There you go. Dirty Dog Diggers is nailing you, Grizz. If you're out there, Dirty Dog Diggers is just nailing you on these comments. She didn't get a chance to roast you last night, so she's roasting you over an open fire right now. So Alf, if you see Grizz, tell him. I'll have to try that there, RV. I usually put salt in because they say salt helps loosen up the shell. But a lot of people don't even know how to boil an egg. You put, this is how I boil eggs. I'll get a pan of cold water, and I will put the eggs in the cold water. I will start the stove up, and I will let the cold water come to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, I'll let it boil for 2 minutes. Then I shut the stove off and just let it sit there. And I will let them eggs sit there till the water gets room temperature. I'll go over, drain the water, throw in some cold water, and let them cool down even colder than room temperature. Then I'll take a jar, put about 1 inch of water in it, throw an egg in there, put the lid on, shake it, and voila, you got an egg. I put sugar on strawberries because anymore you can't find a strawberry worth a damn unless you get it from your own garden. There's no strawberries out there that's got any flavor. They don't even taste like a strawberry. Bananas don't taste like bananas. ground beef don't taste like ground beef. I think they're trying to kill us by taking all the nutritional value out of all the food. Hmm. That's what I do. Well, no, that's how you boil an egg. People say you boil them for 10 minutes. Well, if you start out with cold water, that egg starts to cook from the time that water starts to heat up. So it's cooking already. By the time it boils for a couple of minutes, that egg's been cooking for 15 minutes. Shut it off and let it, sit there on the hot stove until it cools down. Then dump the water, drain the water, and pour cold water in it. You've got a boiled egg. 99% of them don't. The shells aren't cracked or anything. It's not broke open. Like you'll get some eggs will expand and break open because they've been cooked too long. She is. Well, she's real. I don't know if she's watching. I think she's watching the live stream right now, Al. You can go in there and comment back on her. Maybe she's watching. You can see your comments. She keeps commenting on the video, so she might be watching it. So that's what I was telling Kathy yesterday, man. This spring we got to get out there and get that garden, make sure the garden's done, because there's no taste in none of the food anymore. And I was on my way to the store yesterday, and there was this box truck sitting by one of the little party stores. And what it is, it's from the hospital. They have their own produce truck now. They go around to different places and they sit for an hour or two and they sell fresh produce. Now, a lot of the produce they're getting now, they get it from produce suppliers. But during the summer, now they just bought this golf course. The hospital did. ProMedica. Okay, not the hospital, but ProMedica just bought this golf course north of town. And they are right now building a new hospital there. But on the other side of the hospital, they're putting in a new YMCA that the ProMedica is paying for that. So they have a YMCA health club there. And on the other side of that YMCA, they've got 20 acres, I believe, or maybe it's more than that. They're turning into a produce garden. And they're going to raise crops there. They got employees that are going to, plant plants and, pick food and all this stuff. And they're going to sell it there at the produce. And they've got a building right there they're setting up so they can sell the produce right there. And they're going to sell it to you at cost. So they're not making no money. And I was talking to her yesterday, and the produce that they were selling yesterday is at cost. I bought 2 big sweet onions for 50 cents a piece, and I bought a bag of parsnips for $2. She says, that's what we pay for it? You're paying the exact same price. We don't even mark it up for gas or nothing. I said, well, that's a pretty good deal. Do not have the green? Right. Cisco, you can buy from Cisco. I got a website where Cisco is at. You can buy from them. You can order from them. You just, a lot of times, when you order from them, you got to go to a restaurant or something like that and say, hey, I'm ordering from Cisco. I know you order from them. Is it okay if they drop it off here and I'll be here to pick up the stuff when they come? and you can do it that way. So that's pretty cool there, RV. But that's what this is a big box. It's a box ban. It's not a big one, like a 12 foot or whatever. And they have all sorts of produce in it. And they open up the back door, you know, nice looking Idaho potatoes or Russian potatoes, you know, big ones. Not bruised up, not all eyed up and stuff like that. I think they were 25 cents a piece for the potatoes. Avocados were 25 cents a piece. Bags of grapes were $2. You know, instead of $2 a pound, they were $2 a bag. So they had sunchokes, and I've never had a sunchoke before. I want to learn how to grow them because it's the gift that keeps on giving. If I do a sunchoke, I want to put them in, a raised bed garden so they don't grow out. Because if you put them in your garden and let them grow, they'll take over your garden. So, but if you put them in a raised bed, they can't only go to the garden. So, I mean, well, other than whatever seeds blow off into the garden, but you can pretty much eradicate that. But if you keep it in a box, a raised bed garden, you don't have to worry about it overtaking your garden. And I guess they're okay. She says I've never had them. She said they got an earthy taste to them. Should have bought some to try them. It's always nice to try something first before you start planting it. But if it was something that I would eat, I would plant a whole, I got 2 raised bed gardens out there that ain't got nothing in them. I pulled out the strawberries and I'm jerking out the asparagus this year because I didn't get any asparagus last year and I'm tired of dealing with it. The plant's only 4 years old. I got asparagus 2 years ago. Haven't gotten any since. I mean, it's growing, but it's not producing asparagus. I see more asparagus driving down the street. I could pick out of the ditches, but I hate to do that with as many chemicals as they keep spraying on everything. J. Kurt Bevo, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Big Easy, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. But she told me last year, I didn't know they even had the farm going last year. She said last year they had so many tomatoes, they were giving them away. I said, oh, really? She said, yeah. She took home 40 pounds herself to can. I said, well, they had, somebody wanted Roma tomatoes, so they planted a 20 by 20 area just for them of Roma tomatoes. She says, whatever you want, you let us know what you want, and we'll plant it for you. So just stop by the store, and first part of April before planting season, and let them know what you want, and they'll plant it for you. I said, really? She said, yeah, we don't make no money off it. It's just, we'll plant it for you, and pick it, and you don't pay what the price is. So there's they're not making money on it. I said, well, what was you getting for your tomatoes? $8 a bushel. $8 a bushel. Can you imagine that? $8 a bushel. Every place else is $12 to $18 a bushel. $8 a bushel for tomatoes, for canning tomatoes. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I like taking my collard greens there, junkyard, and I cook up Polish kielbasa. I'll fry some of that up. Then I'll take some potatoes. I'll take those Polish kielbasa out, put them on a plate, leave the grease in the pan, throw in some bacon grease, fry some potatoes up. Pull those out of the pan, put in a can of green beans drained and a package of collard greens. cook those up, then start mixing everything together. Throw the potatoes back in and the sausage, and man, I'm telling you what, that is really good. I got a, oh, what was it? I got a great big package of uh, collard greens a couple of months ago, and wasn't going to use them right away, so I blanched them. And then I squoze the water out of them. And one of them, it's enough collard greens for me. Nobody else eats collard greens, but I think it's pretty tasty that way. All right, Bobby, you have a good day too, man. We'll see you later. I bought a package of Gordon's uh, fillet, fish fillets for sandwiches. They're sandwich fillets, and it's 100% fillets. It's not minced. So I thought, hell, that's pretty damn good, you know. I got it. They were on sale regularly. I think $4.99. I got them for $2.99. So I bought one because we don't eat that much fish. It's just me and her that eat it. So nobody else will eat any seafood here. What's that?
No, but you can make me some steak.
I got some out there in the freezer that's got to be thawed out. Yes, I have tried them with the turkey flavor. I like them, but they're kind of salty for me. I mean, so
You're not very good at that.
Shut up.
we used to do that too, there, Grizz. Go to farmers' fields and clean out the farm, fields after they were done. Go get tomatoes. Go get corn. Um, Potatoes. You'd be surprised how much stuff you see left on the ground when they go harvesting.
Hi.
Potatoes. That wouldn't be nothing to go to get a truckload of potatoes. That wouldn't be anything. You used to hang them from the gunny sacks, in the basement.
Yeah, well,
Anything that had a cut mark in it, you put that off to the side.
yeah.
That's what you had fried potatoes for the next few days, Yeah, and that's the way to sneak in before the harvest. There you go.
You didn't put
Hi, gorgeous.
me on those fruit. Okay, I'll know what the answer to that is.
There you go. That would be nice, wouldn't it, there, Grizz? You're right. Because I'm telling you, we used to do that when I was in FFA. Now they call it food stamps, yeah. Yep, throw taters and onions underneath the old house. That's right. It's nice and cool down there. Should you keep them in wooden boxes or something like that to keep the rodents from getting to them? No, don't be hiding that underneath there because I'll trip on it. Go.
Now. Yeah.
Oh, super.
Take that in the living room.
Thank you. No.
Your dream is to own a coffee plantation. Gee, that's funny. And have Juan Valdez work for you. I got somebody made a taters and onions rack. I seen it on YouTube. I should go back and watch it again, see how they made it. Because I get a lot of potatoes and a lot of onions, and I go to that the Salvation Army, and when you go there, every once in a while they'll have crates and crates of potatoes and onions sitting outside the door. And the sign says, take as much as you want. Free. Well, I'll take 4 or 5 bags of onions because I dehydrate the onions. So right now I got 5 bags of onions underneath the sink right now. I'm going to dehydrate them shortly. I've got I got about 20 pounds of potatoes because I bought 10 pounds the other day, but I got about 20 pounds of potatoes down there too. But I want to put them down in the pantry where they will keep better. All right. Yeah, some people they want the free stuff, but they don't want to work to get it. They don't want to come get it. They want you to deliver it. They want you to pick it. They want you to, bag it and everything. They probably want you to put it in their freezer or cook it for them too, I completely understand that, RV. Coffee trees won't grow in Florida. Yeah, you need 3 of them for you there, Grizz, or Gene. That's right. And his brothers kept it picked. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Across the street, they have the school they tore down. I thought, well, that would make a nice community garden. But then again, I thought, you know what? All these people would come in and start growing a garden, and then all these other people would come in and pick it. So you'd have to have security cameras and all this other stuff. Huh? I can't hear you.
First time I'd have to agree with
Oh, yeah,
price tag on it.
Yeah, you got to put a price tag on it.
That's what happened. I tried to give you away. That's why I had.
She said she thinks you're right there, Al. Putting a price tag on things.
so you can get rid of it. She said she tried to get rid of me for free. That's she have to put a price tag on me. Nobody wanted me because I junked.
So I forgot. Yeah, I should have thought of that. Put a tag on you.
That's right. 29.95. Earl Shire.
I'm not there.
Discounted to $9.95. Half off. I give freely. Well, you know, a lot of people give freely their Big Steven, but a lot of people say they don't want it because it's junk then. Yeah,
Seriously.
I know. Coughing up a lot of phlegm.
What and what?
That's because your lungs are coughing so much. That's why they're bleeding. Probably your throat, actually.
If I had to go to the hospital, and I know that they would. I ain't have it.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Don't even put your credit card on.
I'm the boss dog. Well, you know. Big Steve says, you're the boss dog. I ain't the boss.
Of yourself.
That's right, of myself. But then again, I got other bosses. I got the 3-year-old, the 4-year-old.
You lie so bad. Ain't nobody your damn boss.
My
You don't
wife?
like it? Open the door and walk free.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, I can help you. Go kick from behind.
No, Big Steve says, no way, Kathy's the boss.
I'm not your boss either.
Now you ask Gretchen.
Roger this.
Gretchen, come here. Gretchen, come here.
You think she's close up?
Come here, hurry up. I got to ask you a question.
What?
Who's the boss?
No,
Who else is the boss?
nobody else.
Are you the boss
Yes. Are you?
of me? You're the boss of me? Told you.
I don't feel hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, I want.
No, put that thing down. You can take the crab, but put the other thing down. There you go. That's not a toy. Yeah. Yeah, she's a head executive. CEO. I'm just a shop foreman. Like they say, Al, I don't even get to start it up or ring its little bell, but let it jump the tracks and see who catches hell. That's my position. I tried to do a community garden here. People complained that they didn't get their share in the harvest time, even though you didn't see them there also. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they'll want their share during the summer or harvest, but they don't want to come in and put in on the work. So I completely understand that. That's why I tell, my kids, they, you want some? Help me. I'll share with you, but you're going to help. Now, my son-in-law, he comes over and he'll rototill the garden up and stuff, and he'll help plant. Then when it comes canning time and stuff, we got a bunch to can. Then my daughter comes over and helps, you know, by peeling or, you know, washing jars or whatever. But, you know, any little bit helps, you know. So, and I told him for Christmas, I want wide mouth canning jars. So that's right. Out of love and out of fun. I have to read all them comments there later there, dirty dog. But if you guys want to, go to the live stream from last night and you can leave a comment there, roasting Grizz. Evidently, Grizz is a little butthurt today because he's not here. He sent his half-brother, twice-removed cousin, sister's uncle's nephew, Al 270, to fill in for him. No. So. I know, but you know, Grizz is Grizz is kind of like a coward today. He licked his wounds last night, and now, you know, he took it, and now he's all butthurt and stuff. He won't show up today for some damn reason. So I can't help it if Grizz don't show up, you know. But like I said, he brought, you know, his half brother, twice removed sister's brother's uncle's cousin's nephew is here. So. Now, Big Steven, you're from California. Now, they don't use the word alien in California. They use immigrant. But I've never seen an illegal immigrant. I've seen illegal aliens, because if you're not supposed to be there, that means you're not supposed to be there. That means you're illegal. And if you're an alien, that means you're not supposed to be there. So if you're an illegal alien, that means you're definitely not supposed to be there. There ain't no such thing as an illegal immigrant. Because an immigrant means you're supposed to be there. Well, I seen where the politicians in California want to ban California now. Excuse me. The reason why they want to ban California now is because it looks like a magazine clip, a banana clip. So they want to ban it. They want to straighten out California. Somehow they want to pull the south, the southwest corner out, which will draw the southeast corner out, and then they want to straighten up by pushing in the northeast corner to the east, and then bringing in the northwest corner. So straighten it all out. So it doesn't look like a banana clip no more. Just saying. Well, I wish you would. I haven't had any excitement in so long. Got to dust them off. We ever come to a shutdown situation, I would wonder how many people had food put back that would survive. I frankly, I would think a lot of people, have heard, save up, store, and all this other stuff. We had billboards for years out here that the government put out. Make sure you have plenty of food stored and water. Well, if the government's telling you to do that, wouldn't it be a good idea to make sure you've done it? So, and quite frankly, if you don't store up food, there's something wrong with you. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Every month, take $5 every month. You can buy, I just seen it yesterday, you can buy a 15-pound bag of rice for $6.99. 15-pound bag of rice. That's a few meals right there. So if you buy a bag of rice every month for 3 or 4 months and you put it in a toter, or you open up the bag that it's in and you put it in Ziploc bags, 2 pounds at a time or whatever, and you put them in a toter and you put them in some place where it's nice, cool, dry, and dark. And then you buy beans. You can buy navy beans, pinto beans, all that other stuff you can buy for a few cents, $1 a bag, $1.15 a bag or whatever. And you do the same thing. Leave them in the same bag that they're in, but put them in a Ziploc bag to keep them, a better bag, because the bag they're in, is not that great. So you put them in a heavier Ziploc bag and you put them. And you can put 2 or 3 bags in a Ziploc bag if you want.
Kat's Facebook is now single.
Huh?
Kat is now single on Facebook, so she'll be with Lynn in a few hours.
Huh. My son just said his ex-wife is now single again, even though she just got married in July. She's single again. So, and she'll probably be with her new boyfriend again.
Ex for the 4th time.
Her ex for the 4th or 5th time. As far as I'm concerned, she's a waste of skin. So the world would be much better off if she no longer inhaled oxygen. But that's the way I feel. Sorry. Yeah. Well, they want a text. Yeah. Hey, they were talking about doing that for emails for the longest time. That's right there, Gris. All the way back to the Mayflower. Well, that's pretty good there, Junkyard. Or RV. Sorry about that. Sounds like your ex. Yeah. Don't quite understand it. I don't quite have 10-ton food, but I got a nice pantry full of food downstairs, and we got 2 freezers. So there you go. 2-liter bottles to store all your food in. That's pretty cool. You can pour lots of rice and beans in a 2-liter bottle. And it's pretty much, safe from, rodents and everything. I never thought about that, but we have a 10-cent deposit here, so. But,
Yeah.
probably. Well, you could always go live with Fat Boy 440. You go to Tennessee. Excuse me. Studio apartment for $200. If I can find a studio apartment for $200, I'd leave this place. So. Be Californicated? That's right. That's like Grizz last night. We was talking about, mountain water. We went upstream, seen a bear crapping in the river, and then he seen 2 fish fornicating. That's why He didn't drink any of that mountain water. He decided to send it down to California. I think he's talking to you, Al. I wish I could find one of them there, RV. That would be pretty cool. Somebody might want to check on what's going on in the bathroom. I remember when minimum wage was $2.35 an hour. So. I don't think you can find a studio apartment for $200 either. I have to check into that there, RV. That does sound pretty interesting. I'm reading some places right here. Let's see. Trying to find one. There's one called Blue Knight Salvage, but it doesn't have. Salvage grocery stores, the Spruce Eats. I'll have to check all that out. I'll get back here. I'm missing some comments and stuff. Coping loan. It takes all your strength. Oh, I bet. So, good morning, Coping. You're looking lovely as ever. That's pretty cool there, RV. When you started working, it was dollar. When I started working, it was $1.86. But I remember, $2.35. When I got, went up to $2.35, I thought, man, got a raise. So. You're not making it out alive, that's right. $50 for how many strawberry jellies were there? Must have been a couple, 500, 600 of them. Oh, I bet. Play with us until Gris returns. There you go. That's funny. I used to used to go to that food auction, but he closed the doors because a lot of people weren't coming, and when the ones that were only, spending $10, $15 or whatever, it wasn't worth staying open. So every time I went, my lowest bill was about $125. So, But he still does it. He does it in different cities. But if I wanted something, I could just call him up and I could get it. So I should call him up and see what he's got. Let's see. Let's see if they posted anything lately. I'm looking at their Facebook. Yes, they have. I got one in Eaton Rapids, an auction. Huh. Oh, well, they got one. They got one tomorrow, so I'll have to go there. That's right. Well, I got a guy across the street that's deals for Pepperidge Farm, and that's what they do. The stale bread goes to these farmers and stuff. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, but them hogs love that stuff, man. That's why they call it slapping the hogs.
Yeah, I've been reading
But see, the markup on bread is so high, you know, even, for every loaf they make and sell, they could afford to throw away 4 or 5, because the markup is just so high on it. A lot of days now they're getting $1.99 on sale for a loaf of bread. Costs about 18 cents to make a loaf. That includes the bacon. So, then you can factor in the labor and stuff. They're into it for about 36 cents for a loaf of bread. So. Cecil Skinner. Front wheel bearing change on ours. Nada. Oh, God. Yeah. I know they're junkyard. Back in the old days, you could get all that stuff. Now, because they used to throw food into one container and all the other stuff in another container. Now they don't. They throw everything in one container.
What?
So, seems to me they'd be better off to throw everything in, in different containers, and then take, because a lot of these schools anymore have they have gardens and stuff out there. The agriculture, even the school we have in the city now has a garden. And they can take the food waste out there, throw it in a compost pile or whatever, put it on the garden and rototill it under. Not the meat stuff, but all the vegetable waste. So.
You stink. I'll try to get the cookies done before you guys come home. That way I ain't gotta deal with you.
That's right.
I like that cookie.
Oh, I know that. Huh? My aunt used to work for the school, and they would make trays and trays and trays of this stuff because they had to make.
Well, you're using way too much.
They had to make so much for so many students there.
Try your hand.
And then when they got done, and say they had to make enough for 900 kids, so they make enough for 900 kids. Well, only 650 kids come to lunch, so now they got 250 extras. So. And what they always make enough extra in case somebody wants seconds. So they got like 12 or 1,500 portions. So they end up, and that's why they started doing this in the throwaway aluminum foil pans, because they used to do it in the regular pans, and then they had to spend all day washing dishes. Well, now they don't have to wash; they put them in the big foil pans. But that's if they got extra left over, the cooks can take it home. Or they can, the teachers can have it or whatever, or they donate it to some of these food banks. I went to years ago, went to a Christmas party at the landfill, and I wasn't an employee there. I was a driver. And everybody could go there, so I stopped in. I had I can't remember what they had, but I had a sandwich, a ham sandwich, and something else, and that next day they had all this food sitting out by the garage. And I said, "What is that?" And they said, "That's all the food that was left over from yesterday." Hundreds and hundreds of pounds of meatballs and stuff like that. I mean, they had enough food to feed 500 people. And, they didn't have 500 people show up. I said, I wish I'd have known that, because I'd have took it home with me that night and I'd have given it to the food bank, because there's a a place just down the street from here that's called the Daily Bread, and they feed the homeless. And they'd have took in a heartbeat. I know they would have. Huh. Huh. Process. That's a lot of hogs. No. Good morning, Marie. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Junkyard did do hard time. 38 years. But he's reformed now. Aren't you, Junkyard? You're a model citizen now, aren't you? After you got out of prison. You're welcome, Marie. Right? I started off picking up food from restaurants to feed a hog and ended up with a lot of hugs. Oh, yeah. You can't. I worked for a restaurant, man. You can't believe all the stuff they throw away. I don't think he was a guard in prison. I think he was a maintenance man in prison. Junkyard doesn't look like the garden type. I don't think Junkyard cares what he guards. I think he was more like a maintenance man and a field supervisor. So. You work for the Agri Services, right? I just say, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale a day. Work in the Agri Services. They weren't picking cotton there, but I bet they picked a bunch of other stuff. All right there, Brandy, you have yourself a great day. We'll see you later. That's how they get the road workers. You got shopping to do today. Wow. That's right. You can learn a lot in prison. Oh. You did 8 hours in San Quentin? I think I seen you. Was you on Scared Straight? Did it change your outlook on life there, Big Steven? doing life on the installment. There you go. Well, you know. Okay. Now we're unfrozen up it. Now we're frozen up it again. On the installment plan, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do life, but I'm gonna come back and do 12 years at a time. She's got some family problems going on right now, so that's about all I can get into. So you have to contact her. So he said he'd wait for you too. So yeah. Good morning, Jay Kurt. Again, good morning. So, Big Steve, did that change your outlook on life? Did it? Did it change the direction in which you were going? Yes, it did. Well, I'm glad it did there, Big Steve. Because it could have been worse. Oh man, neck is stiff. I didn't get no sleep last night again. Granddaughter got some though finally after I scared all the boogeymen away. So, I'm scared. I said, what are you scared of? I don't know. I said, lay down, honey. It's okay. I'll sit right here. So I finally got her to sleep. I went in to lay back down. About 20 minutes later, started crying again. So I got back up, and I've been up ever since.
Oh, well, don't shit me. Well, you'll go in and get your seat before you go to sleep.
What? Breathe, dog. Yeah. I see your pain. That's right. Oh, I'm going to take me a nap sometime today.
When don't you? You don't want me to write it all in.
Go ahead, honey. Tell me how you really feel. I'll make her some breakfast this morning.
I'm lying.
I'm going to make you some breakfast.
Such a liar.
I'm going to make you a nice breakfast this morning.
Shit. I'll somebody start by 10.
At 9:30 when I get off here, I'm going to make you a good breakfast. Huh? You'll have a nice breakfast.
Shut up. Oh.
Geez, laugh out loud. Tell us about it, Kathy. Yeah. Yep, 700 to 800 years, you're right. They don't care about nothing. Scott King, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. That's right. Hey, pretty boy. I remember watching my first episode of Scared Straight, and that was about 35 years ago, 40 years ago, when it was on TV. And they didn't cut none of it. Guy looked right at a bunch of these, punks sitting there, thought they were hot and, badass and stuff. And one guy said, "You think you're cool? You see her right there? She don't even excite me. But I'm going to tell you right now, little boy, you do." And I thought, oh, better hope you don't go in the same cell as that boy. Mm-hmm. They wanted to trade you for some ramen. There you go. So. Like they say, you can ask Junkyard, he'll tell you, ain't no bigger joy than a big-butted boy. So. A pack of Twinkies, there you go. Pudgy fat boy for sale. Yeah. Come on, give me 2-pack. Give me 2-pack of ramen. Just think what you were worth back then if you had cigarettes. When you could smoke inside the joint. Yeah. I like that movie with Clint Eastwood and Dirty Harry when he walks into the prison and he's got a couple of cartons of cigarettes. And he goes into this mob boss's cell and he says, "Why are you following?" It's something to the effect that he's got people following him around, he's making death threats on him. And he has this big guy in there. He said, "This is Kowalski. He's in here for triple murder. He's never getting out. I'm going to write Kowalski every day, once a month and tell him how good his mom's doing and that, I'm taking her to the laundromat. And she's, yeah, I'm helping her with her groceries and everything." "Yeah, it works now. Good." He said, "And if the weather stop, he's going to come pay you a visit." That was pretty cool. Then he hands him Kowalski a couple of cartons of cigarettes. So, but you got to watch it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty, that's interesting too. I was young, man. We used to see drunk drivers every weekend. We lived right on a curve, man, and every weekend they were, we'd sit out on the front porch during the summer and wait for the accidents because you knew they were coming. Every weekend they were there. So. That's right. Which that's funny, Scott. Yeah. Oh, trust me, they'll find them because they make you bend over and. Yeah, I think there's something in there. Better get my gloves on. You feel like a cow when they're done with you. Oh, I can imagine. So. Well, I don't know. They're big. Scott, I just with a $3.99 for a 48-ounce tub of it. So I don't know. Roughly, 16, 32, 1, about $1.10 a pound, somewhere around there. Welcome back, Johnny. Had to dust my nose. Oh. I used to help our the guy I bought my other house from used to be mortuary removal, so I used to go with him every once in a while and pick up bodies. And you'd be surprised what you pick up. And that would be a lot of them, Scott. Would be a lot. So you listen to all the important stuff. That's right. And tell me a story about the Kestrel 300. Okay. Oh, the Keystone 300. Scaram's over, yeah. I used to pick up, I picked up old people. I picked up people with jaundice. I picked up the ones with jaundice or infectious diseases. When you picked them up from the morgue, they were wrapped in plastic completely. And you didn't unwrap them. And, the mortician, when he got them ready, he would, he'd wear a rubber suit, or a plastic suit, whatever you want to call it, to do everything with, and until he got all the body fluids cleaned out of him and everything out of the person. So had suicides we went and picked up. You'd be surprised what people will do to themselves. Right. That is the hardest thing. Never picked up a child. I think the youngest one I ever picked up with him was like a 17 or 18-year-old girl that committed suicide, OD'd. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Steve. If the body's bloated, yeah, it will, but not when if they die of AIDS or jaundice or something like that, no. So. But, like I said, you'd be surprised what people do to themselves. The ones that have been out, baking in the sun or in a house for a couple of days and nobody's noticed, yeah, they blowed up. Those are the ones that will. Then guys started drying up and move. Hey, we've had them move before, and what it is, it's rigor mortis setting in, and their muscles will tighten up. Had them sit up, it does happen. Now he did. I wasn't with him, but he took one, the morgue. He was taking one from the morgue to the funeral home, and there was no autopsy done because she died in a nursing home. Well, when they pronounced her dead at the nursing home, took her to the morgue. He picked her up from the morgue, and there they were going to do the embalming and all the other stuff. And he started to put her on the slab at the mortuary, and she started moaning and started moving. She was alive. She was damn near dead, but she was still alive. And he had ended up taking her to the hospital, got her back to the hospital, and she died a few hours later. That was, she was that close to death to begin with. Now you're getting hungry. So, I've seen a lot of stuff, man. So, we had a guy that we went and picked up in Grand Rapids. He had a heart catheterization done, and he moved. He coughed when they were doing the heart cath, and they tell you don't move. If you got a cough, tell them don't do anything. If you got a cough, they'll stop. Well, he started coughing, and he didn't tell them when he was going to cough, and they were pushing and stabbed him in the heart, and it killed him. But we went and picked this guy up, and he was like 7'3". Now he had a station wagon. We had this guy on the gurney. Okay, she's out in the garage. This guy's feet overhung the gurney by about this far. But we had to have him all the way up to the back seat, to the back of the front seats in order to shut the tailgate. And, we had him strapped in and everything. But this is no lie. That's how tall this guy was. And, never seen anybody that tall in my entire life, let alone, stretched out on a stretch. You had to go pick him up. And this guy was huge. I mean, he probably weighed 350, 400 pounds, but he wasn't fat. He was just a big guy. Mr. Jixer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Yeah, the grease will stop that stuff. You're right. There you go. Biopsies from, yeah. Yeah, that's when they used to have them. That's what they used to call wakes. They used to have them at the house. Now they have them in churches and stuff. They don't do it anymore at the houses. Oh boy, you're right. You ever seen that video with Ray Stevens sitting up with the dead? Oh, that is funny. Good morning, Wisconsin, Greg. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good to see you. You're looking lovely as ever there, Wisconsin. Oh, man.
No way, Holly.
Yeah, so the rats wouldn't eat them. You're right. No. Set up with the dead, that's right. Less than 1,000 probably. Well, how you doing there, Scuzz Twitley? Nice to have you there. Good to see you. Would you have about 500 miles on that fuel pump there, Mr. Dixon?
What's your name, Bossy?
Well, tell your dad. Is your dad awake? Is he in there? Tell your dad she's being bossy.
I want drink.
Well, I'll get you a drink in a few minutes. I'll be off here in 5.
I want milk.
All right.
Harley, come sit down.
She wants a drink of milk. Good to see you too. Scuzz Twitley timed out. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. The original had 330,000 miles on it. Well, that's pretty good. At least it lasted a long time. Just because you can, that's why. Well, Grizz, welcome, Grizz. Nice to see you here. All right there, Johnny. You have yourself a great day. Nice to have you here. I'm glad you stopped. I get off here in about 3 minutes. I'm going to make the lovely bride a nice breakfast. I think I'm going to make her egg scramble with some ham and some cheese and some onions and green pepper. It won't be green, it's orange bell pepper. And some mushrooms and some toast. Make her happy, happy, happy. The Grizz jizz, there you go. So. Yeah, we're going to be doing a roast on Big Stevie here, I think, next month. So, Amber wants one done on her too, but I don't know when we're going to do that one. Probably, let's see, February. So, you too there, RV. You enjoy today and have a nice weekend yourself. Now I'm going to have to shave my head, gain 175 pounds to fill that one. Hey, everybody, it's Big Keith here. I'm going to have to be a Big Steve Entertainment and a half. Coming at you. Dirty Dog Diggers. Good morning. I'm your best man. It gets worse from here. That's right. Oh, God. Goodbye, Steve. All right. Hey, everybody. It's 9:29. I'm going to get out of here. You all have a great day. God bless. Prayers and peace. Stay warm. Stay safe. Take care. Have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow. And something guys don't say anything at all. And if you did, she was going to wash out your mouth. So that's right. Yeah. So we're going to do Big Steve's. I don't know when we're going to do it. I don't know if if Grizz is going to want to come up for that one. I think Grizz ought to, and we had to get another couple of YouTubers to come on up and then, get Steve up here so we can all cackle at Steve at the same time. You have a great day there, Wisconsin. So, bless you too, Marie. I will be back here tomorrow, 7:30, 8 o'clock, whenever I get out of bed. So, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you. Take care, everybody.